Hey everyone, welcome to a new anime recap video. Make sure to like and subscribe. This anime is about a boy who mistakenly meets a girl who thinks she's an alien. Is she really an alien, or is the boy just having illusions? Keep watching to find out more. The show begins and we see our main protagonist Makoto, a typical middle schooler who recently moved from the countryside to the city to live with his aunt Mintua. Upon his arrival at the train station, he was warmly greeted by his aunt, who was pretty jolly with him and wanted him to think of her as her younger sister. She then immediately took him to her house, where Makoto sees a girl on the floor. Although she displayed eccentric behavior as everything was normal, but Makoto did not question her and remained polite. During dinner, he noticed a futon-wrapped girl on a chair at the dining table, which looked weird, but Mim acted as if nothing was out of the ordinary. Makoto, unable to contain his curiosity, asked his aunt about it, but she denied its existence and claimed to live alone. Even though Makoto could see a moving futon right next to him, his aunt still sat normally as if nothing was out of the ordinary. But Makoto was persistent in his questioning. Makoto presses his aunt for more information and keeps punching the futon to make her notice it, so she finally gave up and told him that the girl was her daughter, and that she was trying to say hello to him. However, Mim provided no further explanation. The next day, Makoto began his new life as a transfer student at his new school, which went smoothly. Upon returning home, he discovered the girl sitting on a futon, watching static on a television. He attempted to ask her about herself, but her answers were cryptic. Late that night, Makoto took the girl out for a bike ride after sharing a pizza with her. Makoto placed the girl wrapped in a futon into the basket of his cycle and pedaled to a deserted parking lot of a superstore. Upon arrival, he decided to help her out of the futon, and as the futon unrolled, it revealed a girl of his age with stunning blue hair and beauty out of this world. The girl introduced herself as Erio Towa, an alien on a secret mission to assess life on Earth. Makoto and Erio Towa went to a park and had dinner, during which Erio Towa spoke only in cryptic language, implying her extraterrestrial origins. Makoto ignored half of what she said, as he could not make out what she said, and at his meal. Later, Makoto took Erio Towa home and put her to bed, and the next day he had an uneventful day at school. On his way back home, he encountered a classmate named Yuko, who struck up a conversation with him. When she saw that she rides her bike home as well, they discovered that they both biked to school and formed a friendship. They talked while getting their bikes ready and decided to ride to and from school. As Makoto arrived at his house, he saw Erio Towa wrapped in a futon waiting near the door. She asked Makoto to take her for another bike ride, and he agreed as she kept rolling on the floor and acting like a kid. He later dresses her, still hesitant in taking Erio Towa with him on his bike ride, but eventually gives in. They stroll past the houses as Erio Towa plays with her feet, and they end up at a sandy beach by the seashore. Makoto, who's never seen an open water body before, gets excited and starts playing in the sand, while Erio Towa walks into the water and almost drowns. Makoto saves her and asks why she did that, to which she replies that she often comes here and flies to this place. On the way back home, Makoto runs into his classmate Makawa, who is wearing a sandwich costume. Makawa recognizes Erio Towa and asks Makoto about her disappearance a year ago. Makoto learns that Erio Towa used to go to the same middle school but disappeared one summer and never came back to school again. When Makoto returns home, he tucks Erio Towa into bed and goes to the kitchen, where he finds his aunt eating pizza. He asks her about the information he got from Makawa, and his aunt confirms that Erio Towa did disappear for 6 months and was later found floating in the sea. Since the accident, Erio Towa has developed an obsession with aliens and strange powers. One day, she attempted to fly off a bridge while riding her bike, only to fall and break her leg. After being hospitalized, she started wrapping herself in a futon and has since been fixated on uncovering the truth behind her memory loss. Makoto strikes a deal with Erio Towa, agreeing to take her to the beach every 3 days in the hopes that she will regain her lost memories. In the meantime, he also spends time with Ryuko, a classmate who enjoys having lunch with him and biking home together. They even venture into the city together to try different foods and drinks. However, upon returning home one day, Makoto's aunt confronts him and accuses him of only being interested in Erio Towa because of his physical attraction to her. She urges him to back off and leave Erio Towa alone. He denies the accusation and explains that his interest in Ariel is purely out of curiosity. He discovers that Ariel's mother, Mim, is a caring parent who had respected her daughter's wishes to be left alone. Back in school, Makoto hatches a clever plan and persuades Ariel to come on board. He jazzes up his bicycle, telling Ariel they're about to take a soaring journey together. If the flight doesn't pan out, Ariel needs to come to terms with being a regular human, not an otherworldly being. Ariel gives a nod, settling into the bike's basket. Makoto's grand idea involves a thrilling downhill ride, banking on Ariel's nervousness to signal when to hit the brakes. But Makoto underestimates both Ariel's determination and the bike's speed. Ariel doesn't call for a halt, and when Makoto tries to slow things down, the brakes play truant. Their escapade takes them airborne, finally landing in the arms of the sea. Thankfully, luck is on their side, and they survive the ordeal. Ariel wears a puzzled expression, grappling with the reality that she's grounded. Makoto steps in with comforting words, assuring her of her earthly identity and making a pact to embrace humanity. Post their adventure, Makoto finds himself nursing a broken arm, spending a month in the hospital. Mika and Ryoko pay him visits, keeping his spirits up during his stay. When Makoto is finally released, he heads back home. The following days roll by without much excitement until Mime's birthday pops up. Ariel and Makoto get her some grub, triggering Mime's memory of forgetting Ariel's birthday the previous year. Mime is determined to make amends. The next day, Makoto heads to school, catching up with Ryuko and Makoa. He decides to grab some treats from Makoa's workplace as a gift for Ariel, marking a sweet gesture of goodwill. Upon his return, he presents her with the gift, and her face lights up with sheer delight. Later, Ariel confides in Makoto about her desire to reintegrate into society and find work. Makoto is thrilled by this positive turn of events and embarks on a journey with her, accompanying Ariel around town for a series of job interviews. Yet every door they knock on remains resolutely closed as Ariel's mysterious disappearance has cast her in unfavorable light. The weight of rejection takes its toll on Ariel's self-assurance. In a moment of sage advice, Mime encourages Makoto to escort Ariel to a particular confectionery establishment managed by an elderly woman renowned for her open-mindedness. The candy shop visit unfolds, and there they encounter the wise old proprietress who shares an uncanny familiarity with their family history. Without hesitation, the old woman extends an employment offer to Ariel, signaling the inception of her reintegration into society. As Ariel finds her footing in her new role, one day during a visit to her workplace, Makoto serendipitously crosses paths with Ryuko. Suspicion lingers that she might have been anticipating this encounter. Ryuko enters the shop, procuring some confections, and after an introduction to the venerable shopkeeper, she takes her leave. Just before departing, she imparts a cautionary piece of advice to Makoto, suggesting that his close companionship with Ariel could tether him to her unfavorable reputation, leading to his own societal isolation. The gravity of Ryuko's words prompts Makoto to seek solace in the company of the wise candy shop proprietress. Her words provide solace, reminding him that while friends are a cherished blessing, they are not an imperative for mere survival, but rather a precious luxury. Comforted by her wisdom, Makoto resumes his day. During the lunchtime rendezvous at school, Makoto proposes a plan to Ariel, suggesting a visit to his home after classes. Ariel eagerly accepts, and the conversation catches the ear of Ryuko, who expresses her interest in tagging along. Upon reaching Makoto's abode, they first pay a visit to Ariel's room before indulging in some playful antics within Makoto's own space. As they prepare to leave, Makoto discreetly imparts something to Mime, and with a shared understanding, the two exit, leaving Makoto and Ryuko to embark on a culinary adventure together. Days drift by, and Makoto's creative spirit sparks a new idea, crafting bottle rockets with his companions. The trio, composed of Makoto, Ariel, and Ryuko, congregates at Ariel's residence. Guided by Makoto's expertise, they engage in the art of rocket-making, a collaborative effort that fosters mutual learning and culminates in the creation of exquisite water-propelled rockets. Amidst the shared labor, laughter and camaraderie flow freely, enhancing the joy of the endeavor. Once the rockets are meticulously assembled, a well-deserved respite follows, marked by a shared dinner. Makoto showcases his culinary prowess with a delectable stir-fried udon dish, complemented by rice, balls crafted by Ariel, and a cake lovingly baked by none other than Ariel herself. As they savored each other's culinary creations, their taste buds were delighted by the culinary prowess of their friends. As the evening unfolded, Makoto extended an invitation for the girls to spend the night at Ariel's residence. The following day at sunset, they made their way to the beach to launch their rockets, accompanied by the awe-inspiring presence of the Ashiro. Mime extended an invitation to the venerable woman from the candy shop, and together they gathered to witness the rocket's graceful ascent, painting the skies with an intricate fireworks-like spectacle. The Ashiro, too, was thoroughly impressed by their creations and gladly assumed the role of launchmaster. As the rockets soared, he generously imparted the scientific principles underpinning their flight, an engrossing discourse that captivated Makoto, Ariel, and Ryuko, sparking a series of inquiries. Gazing skyward, their hearts swelled with amazement and marvel. As the summer vacation finally graced their calendars, Makoto extended a warm invitation to Makoto, urging her to join his baseball team, an offer she embraced with eagerness. Amidst a spirited game, Makoto gleaned insights into Makoto's family lineage, discovering that her parents managed a charming bar nestled within the shopping district, while she herself resided in the bustling urban quarters. Despite a less favorable outcome for Makoto's team, his impressive skills left an indelible mark, earning him an enthusiastic invitation to become a full-fledged team member. With heartfelt gratitude, Makoto accepted the gracious offer. Following the conclusion of the game, he arrived home to find Ariel meticulously tending to her telescope. An invitation to partake in stargazing with her was extended, met with unreserved enthusiasm. Underneath the celestial canopy, they whiled away the evening, engaged in contemplation beneath the twinkling stars. In this intimate setting, Makoto regaled Ariel with tales of his baseball exploits. The ensuing day saw Makoto escorting Ariel to the baseball field, where he passionately engaged in a spirited match with his teammates. Ariel, intrigued by the spectacle, expressed her keenness to join the fray, a proposition that met with Makoto's immediate and enthusiastic endorsement. Their arrival coincided with an encounter with Ryuko, who seemed to emanate a hint of envy as she made her way to basketball practice. Within the context of the game, a curious figure clad in an astronaut and number 39 satire captured Makoto's attention, although he chose not to delve into its significance. As the game unfolded, an unexpected turn of events transpired. Ariel inadvertently struck the astronaut figure with a ball, resulting in her tumble. Remarkably, upon catching sight of Ariel, the astronaut swiftly regained her footing, proceeding to pose a series of enigmatic queries. The perplexing incident left Makoto and his companions bewildered, yet they soldiered on, determined to revel in the game's spirit. Amidst the uncertainty, Makoto and Ariel's bond only grew stronger, solidifying their shared passion for the game. As the narrative unfolded, Ariel's valiant spirit shone through, unshaken in the face of Ishiro's advances. Later, when Ariel and Makoto return home and begin stargazing again, Ishiro follows them and the chase resumes. Ariel runs to her room and grabs her futon blanket, using it to knock Ishiro over and causing her helmet to come off. To Makoto's surprise, Ishiro is a girl around his age with white hair, and she claims to be from outer space along with Ariel. Makoto is taken aback by this wild claim and grows weary of Ishiro's strange behavior. Upon leaving Ishiro outside, Makoto returns home with Ariel. The following morning, he is surprised to find Ishiro eating bread. When he asks Ariel, she explains that she found Ishiro sleeping outside and took her in. Later, Ariel asks Makoto to drop Ishiro back home. He takes both Ariel and Ishiro on his bike, but Ishiro gets distracted by a pool of water, and they end up playing in the pool for a while. After dropping Ariel at the candy shop, Makoto takes Ishiro near her place and leaves her there. Makoto returns to Ariel, who expresses her excitement about going to the pool someday. Makoto realizes that despite the unusual events, he is enjoying spending time with his new friends and making unforgettable memories. As Makoto continues to hang out with Ariel and Ishiro, he gets to know their personalities and idiosyncrasies. Makoto was grateful for the chance to make new friends and develop close bonds with these girls, and he continued to enjoy his summer vacation to the fullest. He was overjoyed to witness Ryuko's success on the basketball court and could see the relief on her face as well. Walking over to her, she thanked him for his support. The next day, Makoto wakes up to another beautiful day, anticipating new experiences. Makoto had been eagerly counting down the days to Makawa's climactic baseball game, a call from her gently nudging his anticipation to the forefront. With genuine excitement, she requested his presence, accompanied by Ariel, to bear witness to this crucial match. Arriving at the field, Makoto's spirit was aflame, prime, and ready for the game's intensity. Yet, an unexpected hurdle surfaced with swiftness. On this fateful day of the baseball spectacle, Makoto's father found himself engulfed in the throes of overwhelming pressure, a tumult that prompted his departure. The outcome was a shortage of pitchers for the shopping district team. With Mime stepping into the role of coach, Makoto was entrusted with the mission to locate his absent father, all while Ariel stepped up to the pitcher's mound. Eventually reuniting with Makoto's father, a new role was assigned to Makoto as a pinch hitter. In a moment brimming with determination, he delivered a resounding hit, a gust of wind propelling the ball into a triumphant home run. A sweet reward awaited him as Mime's affectionate kiss landed on his cheek, an unabashed display witnessed by all. Makoto found himself at the summer festival in the company of Ryuko, soaking in the vibrant atmosphere and shared camaraderie. As the night waned, he honored his promise, meeting Ariel at an ancient temple to gaze upon the celestial tapestry above. The Perseid meteor shower graced their sight, a symphony of cosmic splendor. In an enigmatic twist, Yashiro materialized, an embodiment of mystique. With an air of proclamation, she declared her impending departure. A departure preceded by a striking demonstration of her Esper abilities. His well-being remained intact save for a minor injury, leaving him in a state of bewilderment. Questions loomed large. Was Yashiro and Esper an extraterrestrial or something beyond comprehension? The lines between reality and the unknown blurred, casting doubt upon the realms of aliens and espers. Make sure to like and subscribe for more Inine recap videos.